We're getting it ready.
Ding, 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 ding. Well, that was a good warm up to that session,
Yes.
wasn't it? At least a little
Yes.
intro. Here we go. It's starting to beam across. All right, redirecting to YouTube. All right, we're live. Welcome. Happy Friday, fellow alphas. It's the best time of the week, Fab Friday, where we all come together as fellow industry agents and collaborators to share success, knowledge, and to empower everyday industry agents to find success in our businesses. Legends, hope you've had a good week, chaps. It's been a phenomenal week of a lot of opportunity, high volume, production, and looking forward to game day tomorrow with many of you. Um,
I've been pouncing like a jungle panther.
Bouncing like a jungle panther.
yeah, Jungle Panther. I love it. All
Yeah,
right.
just jumping out
Um,
of the trees, catching listings.
Oh yeah, like a tiger. Like a
look,
tiger.
fellow Alphas, thanks for joining us. We hope you've had an incredible week and getting ready for the fun part, the pointy end of the week, which is our weekend, right? Where we have a bit of fun and help people achieve their property dreams. But today, we're going to jump into more tech to help you streamline your business. Particularly, we're going to be focusing on AI again and how you can leverage AI tools to help nurture communication and create engagement with your clients. And as we've said in previous session, 2025 with systems and tools is all about being the digitally marketed agent. Now, folks, boys, I was talking to an agent quite some time ago, and I hear this quite often. It really saddens me. There's agents in our industry that are suffering in silence. And really, that's the point of this community is if you know somebody that's struggling with AI or tech and the evolution, because it's changing at a rapid pace in our industry more so than ever before, don't let them suffer in silence. Share this stuff with them. Get them in our community. This is free. We are transactional agents on the ground giving all this goodwill because chaps, the conversation I had with the gentleman, I'm going to share an email from him very recently. His name's John, who's an Alpha community. He might even be on live. John, if you're watching, hope you're okay with me sharing your email. But I remember talking to John about 4 or 5 months ago, and he said, "Chris, I just feel I'm at an age where I can't evolve. I'm too old," was his words, right? He said, I'm old school agent. I started in the 90s, and it's just what we used to do. It walked into the office and the phone rang, right? Nowadays, if you're not doing something, you die a slow death. If you're not seen digitally, socially, it's a slow, painful death. And at that point, he mentioned to me that he's outsourcing a lot of his lead generation. And he said, I've burnt hundreds, if not thousands of dollars because I'm paying these different companies. You know, those calls and SMSs we all get from digital marketers. Hey, do you want 20 more leads? That got his attention. He's like, yeah, I need more leads, right? So you burn a lot of money outsourcing this lead gen through Meta ads that I said, mate, have a look at this training we've done. And I shared with him some content. I said, if you can watch, listen, and learn, but more importantly, implement, we've got it all there for you. So I sent John some content, and I literally got this email from John 2 days ago. Dear Alpha State of Mind team, I just wanted to take a moment to express my genuine gratitude for this incredible community and the powerful training you've made available. Thanks to the Alpha Group, I've been watching, learning, and most importantly, applying the training. After going through several marketing companies and burning through hundreds, if not thousands of dollars trying to get my meta ads right, I finally took a leap of faith to take control myself. And I haven't looked back. I'm now running my own meta ads confidently and effectively, saving money I used to wait outsourcing it, and generating my own leads with full control and understanding of what's working, what's not, and why. What made the biggest difference for me? It's not just the simplicity and practicality of the training, it's the agent collaboration, the peer-to-peer support, and the shared mindset of building stronger, smarter, more self-reliant businesses. It's the real empowerment that I can actually reach out to you guys as everyday industry agents to learn from you what you're already doing in this space. Massive thanks to everyone involved. This community is something special, and I'm proud to be part of it. How
Mate,
cool
that
is
brings a
that?
tear to my eye.
Oh, I'm getting
Nice.
tingles. That's Feel Good
Amazing.
Fridays right there, John.
So
Mate,
yeah, thank
that
you
is
so
exactly
much.
what this is all about. And I look, there's other. I get many calls and SMSs and DMs, but I just got that email and I was like, I've got to share that because that really is what this ecosystem's about, right, lads? You'd have to agree. It's why we do
Yeah.
what we do. So, John, Legend. Well done, bro.
That's great.
But without further ado, we are here for content. We are here for invaluable sharing and collaboration. And today we are hosted by the main man, the bald, beautiful man in Tony Lawson, who's going to be diving into a little bit of AI, some stuff we've covered off previously with Gamma, but stuff that you can apply using AI in your businesses for communication and engaging marketing. So, Tony, brother, without further ado, over to you, man.
Yeah, what I've never enjoyed doing and always felt that there was something better but didn't know how to do it was the whole idea of just shooting big text messages. And I think from my experience, big long text messages usually mean some emotional complication. So receiving them is like, oh, here we go, right? So what I was always been looking to do is to find something that is a little simpler. Short text messages don't say enough. Long text messages are sometimes too much, and sometimes talking to your client and just rattling off stuff can be a little bit annoying as well. So when we started getting into Gamma, and Chris was like, "Here, try Gamma." I'm like, "What the hell is this?" My brain just went poof. I'm like, "This is brilliant." So what I've done is I've compiled a whole bunch of templates and ideas in terms of client nurturing. I love client nurturing. I love the relationships I have with my clients. I love building them. That's my strength. My strength is that whole process. This makes it better. So if I can share my screen,
You good to go, bro?
and I shall, then we will do share. Okay. So,
And just on this, folks, what you're seeing today in front of you with what Tony's going to present, we will make it available by this weekend in our Alpha Group Community Facebook page.
yep. And as you can see, and hopefully you can see, I will make this download, like will all be available, all the templates. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole process of making all the templates. You can go back to Chris's video about Gamma, and you can learn that stuff. I might dive into it a little bit, but this is about how you can create these pages, and all these templates will be available. So what I've done, and I sort of went through the whole process of nurturing, so what's it like before when you get the appraisals, like, "Hi, thanks, blah, 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 blah." I have built pre-appraisal, post-appraisal, client nurture, cold lead nurture, and then post agency. So let's jump onto this one here. This is the pre-appraisal link. Thank the client, reinforce your credibility, outline the next steps. So let's just dive into this. So what I do is I've built a video here, and I think I can send. Can I share the audio as well?
Should be able to.
Yeah, let me see.
When you click share screen, there would have been a button you got a tick to say share audio.
Oh, I've got watch later. Anyway, no, I can't see it. Doesn't matter anyway. It's not important. The point is that this is the getting to know your property specialist. I think every agent should have one because it's all well and good for you to say it in words, but sometimes it's good to demonstrate it. It doesn't matter if you can't hear this, but this is hi. As you can see,
Yep.
I've got
we could hear it actually.
Oh, you could?
Yeah.
I've been in real estate for around 5 years, starting off
It's
at
Bit of a background. I know it says raining here.
leaving to run my own
It's
business.
picking up your audio
Yes,
through
so
your
it's all
mic,
from-
mate, so it's a
Yeah,
bit
it was over the-
sketchy.
Yeah, so I've got one of those videos. I recommend everyone have one, and that's where you learn CapCut. So go back to my CapCut, and I will teach you how to do this stuff later on, which are the basics. So scroll down
So just
here.
getting on that, mate. Sorry, just getting back to this. So this is what you would send a client before you go to appraise it, the home.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this is your intro video, right? So they get to see who you are before they meet with you, yeah?
Absolutely.
So it's like the digital pre-list kit, yeah?
It's like a pre-list kit. Yeah,
Cool.
it's a little bit different. But this is the way I've built mine. Sort of like a basic journey. My approach focuses on maximizing homes value, stuff that you say. The
Yep.
video sort of sells it a little bit as well, something colorful and funky. How I prepare homes for sale. This is just an explain. There's nothing really detailed about what I've got here. It's just what you do as an agent: initial assessment, you customize a plan, professional coordination. I do a no lock-in agency agreement. Other agents who operate their business with other agencies don't have to do it. You could try the no lock-in agreement, ask your principal first. But I just outline that as well. marketing that fits your budget, $0 off. No other
I'm
public
just
plan.
going to say this looks very professional, Tony, and I think it's very easy to follow along as well as a customer or client that's looking at this as a pre-listing kit. I think it's easy to follow along. So, it just looks very professional. That's obviously built on the Gamma app. So,
Yeah,
What
well done to you, mate.
the
what I
Gam, the
like,
Gam app
man.
does a lot of it. It does a lot of it. And one of this, and this gets back to what I said at the start, is like you can send a really long text and it's a big long text. It might have links, but it's a lot of words. If you send someone a link, then it's almost like they can enjoy it a little more. I know
Mm.
that sounds kind of weird, but they can enjoy the process of learning about it a little more.
Well, the
Uh,
reality is, right, in the digital world we're in, whatever business we're dealing with, generally, we're going to research, aren't we? We're going to look at some history on, do we engage that company, that person, whether we're buying a car, an agent, a property, whatever we buy, we all do research, right? Because digital information is so readily available and knowledge is power, right? In 2025. What I like about this, mate, I don't know what agents are doing, but I'm sure some are just booking in the appraisal and then that's it. There's nothing between booking and going out there, right?
Exactly.
So this shows you're serious, right? You're taking this shit seriously. It's professional and it's super crisp and classy. So you look like you've got your stuff together. But it's also not giving too much information. It's like a little bit of a teaser in readiness for the catch up
Mm.
and the appointment. So I
Yeah,
like that, mate. It's getting them to actually do a little bit of homework before you're meeting with them and going out there in person. Shows you
exactly.
professional, taking this
Well,
stuff
yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, it sounds like I've got a plan, and having a link is also something different. They get this link. Hey, check the link. It's got some information in there. Blah blah blah. You can send that in a text. You have to send a text, right? But you don't have to say a lot in the text. And then they get the link. Click the link. It's got some info in there. Blah blah blah. And they can scroll through it. What I do, this is kind of my style, is that I project manage houses for sale. So if the houses are looking a bit rough, I'll go in and go, yeah, we can get it painted. I know a painter that's really great. He's cheap and he's quick. Plumbers. I've got a network of trusted professionals. So I define that. It's something that I sometimes forget when I'm doing an appraisal because I'm going through the whole, what's your house valued, all these other things. But that is super important in part of my business. Let's get started. I love
I
this
like
bit.
this.
I did not realize I could just click and drag a Calendarly thing. Let's just click on that. Let's see if that works.
Implementation, brother, is key, and you've done it.
There
Call
you
to
go.
action. People can
There-
book with you directly online. That's super cool.
Yeah, I love that. Let me just move this because I can't get that screen closed. There we go. So I really love that, and I've got this a lot in my templates, and in fact, I have a whole bunch of like feed-in loops. Like my templates feed into each other. Like one feeds into another one, feeds into another one. So people can go on a journey and actually learn more and more. Now, I think this just takes me to my page. Double check. Oh no,
You
it
blink.
takes me to the blink. So there we go.
Awesome.
So let's go back here for a second and move this down to the side. Okay, sorry, there we go. So pre-appraisal link. And in the meantime, over the next couple of weeks after, because you don't sometimes sign it up straight away. There are some people that do. Some people are still thinking about it. They've got to see other agents, or they've got to get the property ready, and maybe you've signed the agency agreement, whichever. So in the meantime, what you're doing is you're sending them something like this. Insider secrets. This is more from you, and just so you know, you can sort of use text from other pages and put it into Grammarly, and it will build this page, which is what I did from Chris. Thank you, Chris. It's the one I think you did for one of the trainings. So unlock the potential, your path to optimal property value. Now people are getting an experience from you now. They're going, oh, okay, right, okay. There's more to this. Something to read. This guy Tony isn't, just a guy with a beard and a bald head. He's actually knows his stuff. I take him seriously. Just sort of gets your client focused on the whole selling process. Scroll down, just get your property ready.
Again, this looks really, really good, mate.
Yeah.
For someone who wants to read on like a professional
Well-
website preparing their home for sale, it's like right here.
Mm.
Well,
And
mate,
look,
already I feel in the dark ages because, as you know, I've got a digital pre-list kit built on Jot forms, and I just haven't had time. I haven't had time to revamp it. Now
I'm
that you've done all
surprised.
the legwork, thank you, mate. I'm going to rip this and
Totally.
implement it. So thanks,
Hey,
buddy.
hey,
I appreciate it.
hey, Tony,
Totally.
I'm literally doing one right now. Okay, pre-listing with. So all I've done is just downloaded the CMA and then loaded up to Grammarly and then gone take this text here, put it. It's just like blah blah. It's all done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're all saying Gamily or Grammarly. That Grammarly was stuck in our heads. It's Gamma, um, which is a colloquial term for stupid, actually. It's Australian. Gammon, isn't it? Anyway, don't worry about that. Skip. Next. Right. So scroll down. It's about getting your property. These are AI pictures, right? Now, you don't need to use AI pictures. And there are people that go, ugh, AI pictures. I don't care. I like them. I think they look good. So, and it makes the process of building it easy. And so, of course, this is just, just a process on getting your house ready. So let's take the next step together. Scroll down here. What do we got here? So we got other feed-in links, but we're not doing that today. We're going through a process here. So let's go back.
So
And
just
that,
because we're jumping around a bit here, so this is the original
yeah,
pre-listing kit we're back onto. So
we're
obviously
back on.
you've
Yeah,
linked other little platforms that you can go into to tips on how to maximize your property. Obviously, you've got little EDM or an ebook as such with the future of selling in South Australia.
yep,
These are looking familiar too, by the way.
yeah, yeah. Well, they are because they're from you. But here's the thing. It's like, and
I love it.
that is this.
Boom.
Perfect.
Right? So now, and the other thing is this, I while I love downloading PDFs, I would much prefer a website because the
Yeah.
text is
I
bigger. I'm
agree.
getting old, my eyes are playing up. So
Yeah.
having a website is
It's
easy.
more readable.
Yeah. So this is this is a bit of a nurturing section, ongoing. This is just taking what we've built with Gamma and sort of using it for your emails, et cetera, et cetera. Adelaide Home Buyers, Seller's Guide.
You know,
Yeah.
Tony, I've been speaking to a couple of agents this week, and they keep coming to me saying, I'm so confused. I need a website. I need this. I need that. I'm like, why do you need a website where you can just get Gamma to build you a landing page? Professional, it looks good. Because you just really need somewhere for people to contact you, get to know you, who you are, and then contact you. The
Yep.
whole idea of a whole website, like unless you're running a professional business that's doing 100 listings every year, it's almost irrelevant because if you're doing just 20 homes, you can just add in those listings yourself manually.
Totally, totally. And look, I use this is my Tony Lawson page, which I just have listings here, right? But really, um, everything else are Gamma links.
There you go.
Everything else is Gamma links. So I don't even worry about
But
having
to make that clear, you've built this on WordPress and
Yep.
then you've linked in Gamma links.
Yep. Oh, that's a PDF. Oh, but that's a nice one though. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty nice.
You should share that
But it's
one,
so
Tony.
true. Like I've spent thousands on my own website over the years, right? Because this was before I started building it out, before this was all available, right? And it still costs me money to do stuff when I need it. But again, if I had my time again, I'd just start here. I don't really get anything from my website, right? Because
Yeah.
if you want stuff, you need to spend heaps of money. Like RP Data have launched this new product that you can embed a little widget onto your site that pulls directly from CoreLogic. I think it's called Cotality or something.
Ooh,
Cotality. Yeah, sounds good, doesn't it? Right?
yeah.
But yeah, I've got the costings here, right? So when you go to a website and it says put in your address and we'll give you an instant report, it
Yep.
does that and it pulls straight from CoreLogic. If you do sales and property management combined, so you can do the same for a seller, get a property report that pulls all analytics from CoreLogic to your website when they interact with your site. It gives them, market, everything you see when you put in an address basically in the back end of CoreLogic, right? If you
Yep.
want sales and rentals, it's a $1,500 once-off setup fee. So it's about half the cost of your entire website design.
Mm.
And it's $750 per month for the
Get
plugin
off.
fee, right? But if you drop the rentals, it's cheaper. It's $1,000 per month setup fee and $500 per month to have that
That's
widget
Still
plugin.
expensive.
I'm like, man, I don't get that many leads from my website. Thank you for the presentation. Very nice, but not for me. That's too expensive. So
Mm.
It's too expensive. In fact, it's ridiculous.
just have this. Just have this. You have a presence. You have a footprint on a landing page, a site
Yep.
that will help with SEO with this.
And the reality is that sellers and buyers can go onto the internet and put in the address and scroll down and see the same data they would get, except it's just presented in a nicer way. So it just seems like $750, $1,000. Look, I mean, some people pay it. They think it's good. That's fine. I think there are better ways, and I'm working on better ways. And I know Bori's working on other ways as well. But we'll get into that another time. So we scroll down here, and we're at, where are we? Cold leads. Where's that bit? Did I get rid of a page? Stage 1 appraisal. Where is it? Stage 2 cold leads. Stage 3. Okay. After the agency agreement. So post agency sign linking. So here we go. Let's click on this one. Thank you for choosing me as your agent. Now, when I showed this to Bori, I think I had thank you for choosing me, but I like it. I think it's nice. It says thanks. It's a little bit cute. I'm a cute guy. Look at that. I'm not scary. Don't look like a bikie. You know, and what I do in this one here is I actually include some information like, you know, because we've probably already agreed on what time the photo shoot's going to be. So I include that here, you know, Monday, 7th of April. I've got one, this one coming up from PicSnap. Marketing, how I do that. And I know you do this as well, Chris. You send all the photos and the description of the listing to your client. They've got the weekend to sort of take a look at it and say yes or no. What I do, I negotiate, just, you know, some stuff. I will let you know of offers as they come through. And this one here, Jenny, I always use Jenny Rogers at Vita Nova. And I just give them that information. So a lot of the information that you might put in a text, like I put it here because I think it looks good. You know,
I'm just going to say, Tony, I really like this. This whole presentation, I really like this because, you know, we as real estate agents who work in this industry all the time, we know the process. But if you got people who don't sell and, you know, buy property all the time, they always ask the question like, what's happening? What's going on next?
Exactly.
What's the process of, you know, from for sale to sold? And this just lays it all out for them. Like, and physically with pictures and stuff as well. So they can go, okay, that's the next step. I know what's going on now. We're here.
It's one thing that came up for a long time with clients because I'm sort of like trying to sort of keep them in the loop, and I wasn't sure of a good system of how to do it. What this does is it simplifies the process of keeping your clients in the loop. And wait till down further, I've got a dashboard for my clients while the house is listed. But I just like this. I can put all the information there. They can access anytime. They don't have to scroll through texts and texts. It's all laid out and simplified. Again, we go through the whole preparing of the home, the marketing
Can
strategy.
I just ask a question, mate? Sorry, with the photos up above, you manually put in there what date and time the photos booked in? So when you update the post listing, obviously you put in there a timeline that's been confirmed, committed to, right?
Yeah,
so this is great because it's
Mm.
solidifies, you know, what we talk about at an appraisal, and often it can be a lot of information, can be overwhelming for the seller. This just solidifies post appraisal. You send this, they get it, and bang, it gives them a bit of a time frame of this is what's happening this day, and this is what will follow on from that. Marketing proof to when we're on the market, to we need conveyancing to be action ready for the right documentation. So it's great. It's painting. I always believe in our business, if you paint a very clear picture of what to expect moving forward, transparency is a big thing in any business transaction, right? But it gives them a clear understanding, it gives them a clear vision, and it gives them very defined expectations.
Yeah, and I mean, you can go one step further. Like I've got tonylawson.com.au. You can create logins for your clients where they can access all that information with a nice sort of like Apple, and I say Apple as in Apple company, process with all of those things. Some people love lots and lots and lots of information. Some people just want to know what time, you know, where do I have to be? And most of the time you've got the keys anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But this keeps it simple. And I lean on my admin team a lot. EXP admin team is literally the best admin team I've ever worked with, and Jenny. So I feel like I've got two admin teams. So let's scroll down here.
The other thing, just quickly, I'm going to jump in here, Tony, very quickly. As we've all worked with different kind of apps and programs that cost a lot of money, how much does this actually cost to jump in, use it constantly? And what does Gamma actually cost?
$20 a month.
And that replaces, like, I mean, there's other programs and sites that people use, and I know for a fact that they're like $150, $170 a month, and that's like got all the, and this has got so much more capability in there as well.
Yeah. Oh,
and we might have to get rid of my realtor now.
Yeah. This is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because I actually mentioned that to Bori a while ago, and he's like, "Oh, you just can't afford it." And I'm like, "Well, let's look at it logically. Gamma can do all the things that Realtor can do, with the exception of notifying you when they open it
Ah,
up."
but
And
but but in saying that though, what you can do, this is a little hack for you boys, is what you do is you go onto your phone, right? You go to your RP Data app, you create the actual presentation or the CMA, and it says, would you like it to send it with a trackable link? Yes. You take the link from that and you put it into this.
Yeah.
brilliant. I think we just and this is the thing about AI, is that these businesses that operate right now, and look, we're not trying to take anyone down, but what we're saying is the reality of what is happening is these businesses that have existed in the real estate business for a while, and not just real estate, everywhere, are going to fall away. Because if you can
Or
pay
not charge
$20,
as much, or not or come back to the reality, because we've got, as real estate agents, we've got so many plugins that we're paying for this, we're paying for that. You know, my monthly bill looks like about $650 in plugins. You
yeah,
know,
it's crazy. It's
but
crazy.
now using this AI tool, it's now bringing it back, so we're a lot more nimble and we can have a lot more value to our clients.
$20 a month, $20 a month, and you can build as many of these as you like. So you can personalize each of these, the address, the client, and that's the beautiful thing. And they can be updated immediately. So if you go, oh shit, I've got to update the time, quickly jump in, change the time, hit publish. When they click that link, it's updated.
The other
So
thing, just with this one here, Tony, the other thing that I've been doing is if you're using Google Drive, which most of us are, right, create a vendor platform page for them in there. So all
yeah,
your sales agencies, all your contracts, all your photos, all your draft signboards are all in there, and go, hey, at any time that you want to access anything in terms of what we've done so far, just have a look in there. That's where the contracts lie, that's where the sales agencies lie, all that kind of stuff.
that I really like that. That's actually smart. That's actually smart. I really love it. Because there's nothing better than being able to access all your documents from anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and as you scroll down, I'm sort of saying, look, this is what we're doing. You get this, videos, online listing, realestate.com.au major, my website, NEXP Australia, social media, and weekly performance reviews to refine our approach. I'll get to that in a second because that's what this is, just a fancy triangle. It just looks good. Um, Communication, I'm available to my clients 24/7. Clearly, I'm not going to probably answer between 2 a.m. and 6, but I'm available 48 hours. Usually, like what I do, and I think everyone does that here, is we get back to our clients straight away after the open. We get in the car, we're on the phone. Hey guys, just want to let you know how it's going. Da, 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 da. I'll give you an update on Monday. So doing that stuff. And every week, 7-day weekly reports. And I'm really excited about this weekly report because we get access to Ignite and we can see all the data and information. And often we're having to screenshot it. We're trying to translate it to our clients. It's not simple. So the dashboard that I'm going to show you in a sec, I think is really effective. Selling process, your agents, you know what the selling process is. Let's go. And down here, download our latest Tony Lawson magazine. People give me shit about this photo here, but I kind of like it because I look like it. Oh no, it's the one with the glasses. And comprehensive contact details. This is where you can access your Blink. So as we scroll down, the weekly report for our clients. Now, this is, I don't know, I really like the idea of doing this. It simplifies the information translation to your client. So you can just, from property open, you can add the number, private showings, who's come back, how many times you appeared in a search. That's Ignite information.
So
Uh,
just to clarify, so this is data you're putting into Gamma as a
yes,
weekly vendor report, and you're just translating the information in your Ignite account against the property listing campaign performance into here.
that's it. In fact, that's
Because normally you can just download like the PDF report and email it to the client, which we spoke about PDF earlier, right? It's not really engaging, is
have to
it?
zoom in and yeah,
So you're just translating this on a weekly basis, right? Updating the data, creates a link, and then what do you do, man? Do you email that link to your client or you just SMS it and say, hey, Tony, here's our weekly marketing report for this week. I'll be in touch.
It's the same link every week, so they can just keep that link. I say, hey, you can always check in
Right.
on this link. You can
Yep.
just jump back in. It's got the information. This is purpose built for you. So you'd put the address at the top. You
Cool.
put the address of that client's address at the
Yep.
top, and then they can access that anytime they like. So you
So
don't have to make a new one.
So this is really interesting. I'm going to share something with you, right? Because Fridays are my weekly vendor report days, right? So every Friday, because you get 5 days of marketing activity, you can see pretty clearly from the weekend to today, obviously, and it
Yep.
gives us a good indication of what's likely to happen on Saturday Open. And I pre-framework that with all my vendors. I say, look, Tony, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a group in WhatsApp. Okay, so firstly I set up, Tony, and Tony's married to Bori, so I put Bori in there. So the three of us are in WhatsApp. It's a bit of manual labor, so this is already a bit more efficient. And then what I do, I'm a bit old school, right? Is I say every Friday I'm going to look at Ignite on my screen, and I'm going to bring up on my other dual monitor our meta performance. So what our video views is doing, engagement, 15-second watch, through plays, all of that, right? And I'm going
Yep.
to compare, and I'm going to run some commentary behind the scenes as I'm looking at the two. So you're seeing what I'm seeing. I know it seems a bit stupid, but I literally do that. I hold my phone and I
I
say,
love it.
right, Tony, I'm looking at our REA performance today. And we're now week 2. This is how many views, this is how many engagement. These are other listings that have popped onto the market that buyers that are clicking on us are also clicking on these ones. So we need to
Yep.
understand who our competition is.
Yep.
Then I go into socials and I bring up my meta ads. So that's what I'm doing manually as my
Yep.
weekly vendor management. Now, some vendors love it because the wife might see it at 9 o'clock in the morning because she's doing the school drop off and hubby's at work, and hubby sees it at lunchtime when he has smoko at work.
Yep.
That's what I do. I love this. This is an interactive link, so we can just transfer that, whether it be Ignite data, social data, into that one page on
Yeah.
that link that never changes. It's gold.
Yeah,
Totally.
the other thing that you can do with that as well, I've been doing it a little bit, is using Loom. Like you were saying before, Chris, you get your
Yeah.
and then you actually pre-record something that then you can potentially put, maybe this is an idea, you pre-record it, you put a link into this, go have a look at my commentary, but also this is some documentation on what's going on.
Be great to hear in the comments, folks, of those watching, how many of you are doing weekly vendor reports, whether it be via email, PDF, an SMS. How you doing it? Like, how you doing it? Or like me, WhatsApp, and I'm literally recording a video and seeing what I'm seeing on my screen and sending it to my clients in a WhatsApp group. Let us know.
I believe that what we're doing, and I said this to you, Chris, about a week ago, I believe that what we're doing here is really going to change the way agents do what they do in their business. So we'll be sitting here today, and I have absolute confidence that just this here will spread like wildfire. It's like, what do you mean? I can do this. It takes a minute, 1 minute to update this, bang, right? This is new right now. So clients who are getting this, they're not quite, this is like QR codes. They're getting a link. What? And they click on it, they're like, oh my God, it has everything. This will be almost a standard. Like, how would you improve this standard? So that's the way I see it. The improving on this standard would be to pay more to a company that actually has APIs that brings in all the data. But
And
this, yep.
just on that, I think it's really important to note, right? Marco and I have sold through some of the toughest markets you've seen in history, right? And we are seeing gaps in markets right now. Here in Adelaide, it's getting very thin, and there's
Mm.
many gaps between. Like, I've got 6 opens this weekend. I've got multiple offers on all of them, and where the sellers are at and where the buyers are at, there's now a 20, 40 grand gap, okay, across
Yeah.
all stock. So what that tells me, the best is behind us. So if you're not doing weekly vendor reports, and I still do it to this day, in a booming market, in a terrible market, I still follow the same process every Friday. And I can see it myself, right? The same listing that I got on the market in October, November last year was getting 10,000 views, if not more, in week 1. And I say, guys, if we're getting 10,000 views in week 1 on realestate.com, I assure you we're going to get somewhere between 8 to 15 buys through, right? Because it's a numbers game.
Yep.
Now, at the moment, I'm seeing in Ignite weekly that we're getting like 5 to 7,000 views on a new release in week 1. So that's telling us less activity. And it is. It's like
Yep.
5, 8 groups through instead of 8 to 15 groups through. So
Yep.
what I'm doing with the weekly vendor reports is I'm pre-frameworking that. Bori, this is what I'm seeing. And these numbers are likely to influence this. So let's see how we go tomorrow. But if the numbers are low in marketing, which reflect a low attendance rate, we're going to have to sit down at the conclusion of this weekend and review. Is it marketing? Is it presentation? Is it pricing strategies or sale method?
Yep. Yep. You have to manage that every week. I feel like we're in that market every week.
100%, bud.
I even sent a link to you last night, Bori, saying, have I priced this right? Because like the market is saying, like before, like we're talking a month and a half, 2 months ago, maybe three,
No
this
props.
now it's changed.
It's a
So
grind.
your management of your clients and the way you treat your potential buyers, because today's buyers are tomorrow's sellers, I think is what Chris says. If you nurture all of these people and look after them in the best way that you can, you have a high potential to win those clients down the track. So this is what this is about. It's about nurturing and looking after them. So here, this is where I
Just
put
sorry,
in.
mate. Just quickly, we've got a question from a viewer. Amanda Kerrs asked, "That's awesome. Do you do the recording in Gamma?" So no, I don't, Amanda. So at the moment, I'm doing it in WhatsApp. So I set my clients up in WhatsApp, and then I do the recording on my phone, and then I just drop the recording of the video, what I'm filming on my screens and seeing on Ignite and socials, and putting in WhatsApp. You can't do a video recording dropped into Gamma. You'd have to upload it to YouTube to then embed that video. So
Yep.
again, that's probably a little bit of a workaround. But again, if you're just transferring the numbers into this report that Tony's showing you,
Yep.
then you can send them this and just have the direct conversation with them, right?
You
I've just
know,
said, I've just updated your weekly marketing report, Tony. The numbers are there. Have you had a chance to look at it? No probs. While I've got you, we've noticed a reduction in REA activity in week 2. So we've got to be conscious of that as we lead into tomorrow's open. Do we see it reflective of a lower attendance rate? Let's see. So yeah, so you just got to transfer, not so unless you do the video, you upload it to YouTube, then embed it in here
With
weekly.
with
Bit of
Loom,
manual labor there.
sorry, Chris, with Loom, you just do the video and it
Yep.
instantly gives you a link. Because once it's finished and recorded, you take the link. You don't have to upload it to anywhere, and you can then put it either into embedded in here, or you take it to WhatsApp and go from there. Not
you
only
just
that, but Loom also will tell you when the person's looking at it.
oh, that's good.
Awesome.
That's good. I was just thinking while you were saying that, Chris, is that Amanda, if you were to say record a quick video, like because that's what we just record a quick video on our phone through the open, and sort of just do a bit of narration, you can chuck in and make it more make this particular page more engaging. Look, you see, there's so many people here. You know what I mean? Just it's like just whatever. It's Gamma allows you to do whatever you want to do, really.
Yeah,
So
but
very
that'd be
quickly.
super cool though. Like, yeah, hey, click here, press
I
play
wonder.
on my commentary, and it's a custom commentary for your property on a weekly basis, which is pretty groovy.
So you've
Yeah.
got my little tech brain, like really,
Yeah,
the AI bots are grinding here, right? I'm just looking at Loom right now. It's free, which is
yeah.
great for our bottom line as agents.
Yep.
You get 25 videos. Is that per month, I'm going to assume, and 5 minute screen recording. I'm going to
That's
assume
right.
it's monthly. So you probably, depending on how much stock you're holding, is
But
going to
even
determine
but even if you pay for it, I think it's bugger all. I think it's like works out to be about $200 a year.
Yeah.
$15 a month. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
wonder if you could, in the Gamma app, link in Loom to embed the video that you
You
do in
could.
Loom. I
Yeah.
reckon you could. You could,
Yeah.
eh? So that would
There's
be the
a
way around it,
there's
Amanda.
just
That would
just
be
the
the way
link.
around it.
That's why you just take once you finish the video, it creates you a video and the link, and you click on that link, the URL link, and you embed it into here.
Let's do it.
Ah,
Let's
So
do it. Let's just say,
Chris, what I
let's
was
have a
saying
look.
before, that's what I was saying
do it.
before. You create your videos, like you're going through and you're going, okay, let's have a look at Ignite here. Let's have a look at the open inspections there. You finish off the
Loom
Loom.
recording. It's right there, bro. No,
Yeah.
go back.
Oh,
Look, 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 look. Oh, boys. This right up. Look. You can
Yeah.
drag the Loom recording
there
Yeah.
you
So
go.
straight,
you embed it in here, and then you can do the video like that. That's what I was saying
and it's the
before.
same link
Yeah.
that you just update the video in each week as your
Yep.
vendor report. And I notice here, if you want to, Amanda, and you don't want to do, you can basically share screen and you're recording your screen of what you're seeing and you can run the commentary,
Yeah.
Yep.
obviously, and then bang, update it into Loom and then link it into here, embed it as the Loom widget.
And
That is,
then you can send this whole presentation, you can send it onto WhatsApp, because I love you. Like you taught me that, Chris. That's changed. By the way, WhatsApp
Next level.
is like it just changed my business, because then you bring everyone in. Let's say it's a divorce, or there's brother, mother, father, because it's an estate sale. You put everyone into the WhatsApp group chat, and you make phone calls like that, or leave messages like that, and they can do the same thing. But then you can do this with the link as well. Put it all in there. Go, hey, this is the update. So everyone rather than doing 5 million emails, making 5 million phone calls, you just do this.
Yep, exactly. It just simplifies everything. So now we know we can add Loom to these templates. That's great. I'll just move this across.
I'm really feeling like now with my Jotform pre-list kit that I'm in I'm like back in the .com boom era.
But Chris,
are we
this is
on
what it's all
dial-up
about.
connection here?
You're a
This is what it's all about.
blockbuster.
We collaborate, we evolve, we become
Man,
better together.
this is blowing my mind. Seriously, this is. Yeah, I'm
Gamma
rebuilding
just
my
allows
pre-list kit this weekend. I'm building my entire pre-list kit this weekend.
Sunday's booked out. Beers.
It
Guys,
is. Sorry, love.
and
No
Gamma.
lunch. No time for the kids. We got to build the pre-list kit. We got Loom in there. We're doing everything through there.
Guys, you can literally copy all of this and put it into Gamma and it will make it, right? That's the beautiful thing. You could literally just go like this, right? Let's do this. You go, oh, okay, that thing Tony showed me was really cool. What can we do? Okay, there, import from URL, boom, that. Right, I went too fast. If you want to watch it, go back slow.
No, that was perfect.
That was good. Well, it's
Right.
just showing how quick it is. Boom, it's brought it
Website,
up.
webpage, continue. It's going to come up with some stuff on the side. Oh, do you want this? And I'll usually just say, I'll just joke with Aaron, don't make it look shit. And then I'll bang, right? And then I'll come
You
up
choose
here
your
and
theme.
I always use this one here. So don't copy me. Don't copy me. I always use this one.
I'm
Use another-
Nebulae,
Copy
mate.
him.
So you're safe
Right.
there, brother. I'm Nebulae.
You're Nebula.
You're in the vortex, literally.
So then what it does is it generates. and
Yeah,
look, it
AI
does.
bots are working.
Amanda's saying, I never thought I'd hear that from you, Chris. Amanda, I've learned through the years of business with wisdom, you can never stop learning and growing, right? But all we have to do is rock up to stuff like this and look at this. This is just gold. Like
Right.
Tony's just showing you now how you can grab his links, which again, folks, Tony will share the template links on our alpha page. You can grab that link, go to Gamma. He just showed you. You can copy that URL and then it will build out the template for you. And you just need to customize it, obviously, with your images, your contact details, widgets, and so forth. But
But
bro,
guys, I don't know how to use my phone and I don't know how to shut up. This is the easiest thing in the world. No excuses. Like,
Watch the video, watch this video, copy the link, and you're done.
yeah, do you know how to play a video? 1, VHS, beta, YouTube. 2, do you know how to copy and paste? You're fine. Do you know how to type? You're going to be fine. So let's
Well,
go back in.
Glenn Sanford said it best at a conference, man, because some agents are like, I'm not tech savvy. And he asked this question of the room. He goes, well, do you have a mobile phone? 100%, everyone went, yes. And he goes, okay. Have you taken photos on your phone? Yes. Have you done video on your phone before? Yes. Have you shared things to socials before? Yes. Have you uploaded a property to a portal and booked in photos and all that stuff? Yeah. Well, congratulations, you're tech savvy.
True. I remember working in the media industry. People would just say they didn't know how to do something because they just couldn't be bothered. They didn't want us. They want someone else to do the job. It's like,
Yeah.
no one's that dumb. So this is the easiest
Yeah, just
system ever.
take time. Like Chris, he does it. I do it. All of us do it. We take time in our week and we go, okay, phone's off. We're working on our business, not in our business.
Yeah.
Never too old. A 90-year-old person could do this. It's just not complicated. So here you put your feedback. Oh, client kitchen layout feedback, whatever feedback your clients have. Price perception. I just kept that there because I just kind of liked it because I thought, oh, wow, he's really gone into the graphs here. Tony Lawson is very professional. Interest level. It's just some graphs. You don't really need these things. I just kept them because they were good. So that's the dashboard for your client. So let's say you've got the house open, maintain buyer engagement and encourage offers after each home open. Send the post open home link. Now, we go back into Agent Box or Vault RE and we type up the big long text and we have the templates there and all of that stuff. What about this? Why don't we try this instead? Thank you for attending our open house. Make an offer. So you click on that, it takes you
So
to
you're
an offer.
almost using this like a CRM now, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you got your digital offer form link there?
Schedule a follow-up call. I really liked that Tony Lawson guy. He had a very smooth head and a very well-trimmed beard. Want to speak with him more.
Very shiny.
Very shiny. I could see my reflection. So here's where you'd put the property link. So this is individual. So say, for example, it's 27 John Street. So you can click on this, 27 John Street. You can usually click on that and it will open up a little box and then you put the link in there, right? You make your offer, catch up with Tony. It's more of what's here, but it's just here. Yeah.
That offer link there, Tony, you can put a jot form in there.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So it just makes it simple. If I could do an offer form that worked on Gamma, like Jotform, I would do it because I think that would be great. Why work with me? He's a nice guy. He's handsome. He's also funny.
Well polished.
Well polished. And he seems to know what he's talking about. Here I've just got a maximize your value thing just as a little feed in, another Calendly link here. Oh, wow. Look, that's a nice graph that fades in. That's beautiful. Flexible agency, like all of the stuff that you want to put into your presentation. Oh, let's go to our Facebook page.
We've got a question, Tony.
Yep.
It's for you as well.
Yep.
From Renz. He goes, Tony, is this your landing page or is this your pre-listing kit all combined?
Oh, well, it could be, but it's not my landing page, right? Because again, I have this, right? And I have this page here, right?
So that's tonylawson.com.au.
This is tonylawson.com.au, right? So, but that's where I put my listings, right? And if you click on here, then, I think Gamma is even quicker than this, right?
Gamma's
So
way quicker. I have
uh,
another question. I think it was. No, it sounds like I'm getting in. This is by Amanda, by the way. Sounds like I'm getting into Gamma this week. Feedback from Catherine was that she had trouble connecting the links, could do a setup, but was stuck at that. So,
I can help.
Gamma professionals, would you like to answer that question?
What was that? You had trouble getting the links up?
Just reach out to us. Just reach
Yeah,
out to us.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, let's just have
We
a
can
quick
share
look.
screens. We can jump on a demo. We can share screens on a Zoom. Just reach out to us directly.
Wait. Let's just do this. Say we're here, right? And we're trying to get a link. Right, let's open this up. 42 Florence Street. Let's jump on this one here. Let's go. What time works best? Let's do get to know your agent. So what you do, if you're having trouble with the link, this is the mistake I would make. I would just copy and paste it, then click out. Don't. You got to copy and paste it there and hit enter.
Yes.
Right. And then it keeps
Embed it.
that
So it
link.
embeds the link.
So I hope maybe I've inadvertently solved your problem without having to jump on a call with you. But that's what you got to do. Put the link in, hit enter. Don't just put it in and then click out. So, but if you've got any troubles with that, give me a buzz. I can help you with that.
And just try and use the original link. Like I know some use link shorteners.
Yeah.
So some link shorteners do expire, Amanda. So like Bitly, what are a few of the others, Tony, that you can shorten links with? I can't think of them off the top of my head. But anyway. But there's some that will expire, Amanda. So if they used a shortened URL, that's not the original URL or the link, that may have expired. So do what Tony did there, but use the original link too.
Yep. And again down here, YouTube. Let's connect. Ongoing. It could be Calendly. Yeah, Calendly. I love Calendly. Thank you for that, Chris.
Awesome, mate.
Do that. Blink is brilliant. I know. In fact, Marco, he's got a chatbot on his Blink, which is very cool, and I reckon he's going to talk about that pretty soon. Obviously YouTube page as well.
Is that next session, brother?
What's that? The chatbot?
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Gory's up next. No, actually, Gory's up next week. We can't let the CEO not have a session.
The chatbot's really cool. I'm starting to work with that a little bit more and building it out. And even with buyers after open inspections, you can have an after buyer open inspection chatbot talking to the buyers and making offers and you like the home and blah, blah, blah.
This is why you need the alpha state of mind, because what we do is we go into the new tech that's easier and cheaper. It's like, as I was saying to Chris,
we're like Columbus.
We are. It's the new world.
Sailing into uncharted territories and seas of the AI world.
It's true. These big companies, right? And they are spending $4 million, $5 million to get a share in some technology that they're going to roll out to all of their agents and their big company. And that's $4 or $5 million. We can show you how to do so much of this for $20 a month.
Absolutely, mate.
It's like this is the game changer. This is what's going to change so much about what you do as an agent. So
and if you're not doing it, you're going to be left behind. So it's simple as that, because this is now, you can see how quickly things are happening. This is going to be continual. This is just the beginning. In the next 2 years, right? If you're not here now in the 2 years' time, you'll be destroyed by other agents in the marketplace as your competition that are doing this and beating you all day long.
Everything is
I
speed.
think just getting back to Ren's question, mate, Gamma, yes, use it to build a landing page, right? That can house like tonylawson.com.au, all that stuff there, and you can link in other Gamma publications to that landing page. So if you do feature EDMs or articles or what's relevant to your market, you just link it there. This is more the pre and post appraisal process. What I
Yep.
like about this, Tony, is this has call to action stuff in it, right? It
Yep.
sets a timeline of events, what happens. We can build in weekly marketing reports, vendor reports, but it also has call to actions along
Yep.
that journey, which
You
is
can
cool.
link to everything. Again, tonylawson.com.au is a WordPress page.
Yep.
I have my CRM, which is a Houses 6.0 theme forest template, which is brilliant. But this here, virtually every other link on my page is a Grammarly link because the Grammarly page is basically formatted to the way my page is anyway. So the only reason I've got it I'm only using it for my listings, basically, only
Sure.
for my listings. Um,
Just quickly, boys,
We've
time
got
check.
7 minutes, mate.
Time
Yep,
check.
10:53. We've got 6 minutes to wrap up.
Yeah,
Go, Tony.
we're pretty much at the end. Again, contact me, secure your property. That's an offer form. Submit your offer form there and there. So let's come back here.
This is
And
giving people a lot of homework this weekend, man. I'm just like lit up right now.
you know what? Here's the thing. It's like it's my birthday and you get the presents because there actually isn't a lot of work to do because all you've got to do is jump on and copy the links. And just like I showed you, import URL, and that's a game changer. That's one of the biggest game changers. So I've built it for you, and then you can customize it to how you want it. And again, long-term relationship and post-sale engagement, ongoing market updates, post-sale follow-up, relationship building. It's got it all there. And oh, that's nice. It actually lays it all out for people that like it like this. And you can see it and it's all laid out and clear. And you can customize it to whatever you want it to be. This is just a basic template that you can use and mess around with implementation and automation. Oh yeah, this here, this section is probably more Marco, where it becomes the Trello automation integration when you move a card from that
Yeah.
way to that way.
By the way, I'm almost finished now doing all
Yeah,
that.
it's secret.
I've built almost all the whole Trello board now. It's going to be amazing. Like you'll have just tick boxes. It'll come up once you go to the next swim lane. The tick boxes will come up. This is what you got to do.
Yep, yep. And I can see because I know kind of how Trello works. You move the card across and it triggers an event which sends an email, which sends a text message. So it's like ding, bidoo, and like your client's just covered, serviced. Follow-up engagement, database segmentation. Look, all of this is, I can't believe we have actually timed that out beautifully. All of this is on the link. I'll send
The,
that out
the other
to.
thing is, Tony, this is the cool thing as well. Like you can get any URL link. Doesn't matter. Like let's say outside of EXP, if your company has a website or something like, copy that link, put it in there. I want you to like use that kind of the information and coloring and formats in there, and do this and do that, and it'll fill it all out for you straight away.
Yep, so it's all built and ready for you. So now all you need to do is be the best agent ever. And don't make it so that just because you can copy someone's link and download and have all this great nurturing stuff that you become like a shit agent. You just take your foot off the pedal and you don't do a good job. This is where you have more time to be the best agent you can
More
be.
phone calls,
More phone
door
calls,
knocks, more
service your
letterbox
clients.
drops.
Yep. Personalized, personalized, personalized.
And same with this here, with this app, the Gamma. Sorry, you can do fantastic letterbox drops with this. You know,
Oh yeah.
imagine all of this. They scan it and they go, "Hey, you want some more information?" Bang, videos are going off, information's happening. It's crazy.
Yep, I'm trying to sort of remember where I put it. I just created a signboard for a property, 42 Fullerton. I put a QR code on there, not a big one that covers the whole, because I thought that would be a cool idea. I still think it's a cool idea to have a giant QR code on your signboard, but I've got one on there, and I showed it before, and it said 42 Fullerton Road, and it's a whole nurturing page where people going past and wants to learn more. They can click on it and they can get to know me and Benzel. And it's just like one of these Gamma pages. Really simple, easy to make, looks good. I went through the sale process at the top of the page there. You know, you can create anything you want. Gamma is amazing.
Do you want to just unshare your screen, brother, so we can
Yeah,
see
dude.
your tremendous face? All right, mate, that was
great.
my
Yeah.
mind is just like humdiggity, ticking. I'm like, look, it's all good to rock up, but you got to implement to-do list, digital
What's that?
pre-list kit.
That's his pre-listing kit. That's what he's
This is old school tasks, mate. This is called old school tasks, right? We write it down and we cross it off with a highlighter. Sense of achievement. But it's on my to-do list, right? I've got to get it done. That's the job for this weekend.
I reckon we could create an app like that, Chris. Like it looks like a piece of paper, and you just write on there.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
correct. We can
then
create something that looks like
and
paper.
get tasks already.
I don't know if I could let go of the paper book, mate. It's been by my side on my desk for many years now, but you're right. You got to let go at some point. Tony, that was an incredible session, mate. I've
Yep.
taken so much away today.
Well done, mate.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Thanks,
That is
guys.
next level. And what I'm really proud of, mate, is that you've taken Gamma, because I know we've had lots of conversations about it, but you've actually taken it away and you've done something with it that's very meaningful, it's purposeful, and it's adding value to your business and your client experience. So, sir, I salute you. Well done, brother. Bori, 2 minutes to wrap up. The
Okay.
CEO, the chief,
See,
next
I
week.
almost got fired. What are you talking about?
Never, mate.
Boris like, you don't need me.
Guys, I've got two serious announcements to make quickly. So we've been working on a real huge project. It's a very important video to the Alpha State of Mind. I'm going to drop that video into our Facebook group. So if you can all watch it, you know, we've spent a lot of time making it. So just watch it and yeah, give some feedback if you can as well.
Let's be clear who made it. I think that's important to know.
It's a member in EXP Realty. No, it was made by myself on CapCut, filmed at Borison Studio.
But you know, I watched it at length last night and I had Mel watch it and she was like, how much did that cost? Like, was that professionally done? I'm like, oh, Bori did it. She's like, what? That looks like studio quality. So again, you know, we're not just preaching it, we're practicing the art of the craft of everything we share. We're actually using the tools. So, you know, check it out, folks. It's an incredible video. I think you could almost spend $1,000 outsourcing it to get somebody that built it, that Bori built it himself in his home office using apps on his desktop and phone.
I'll be
crazy.
sending you an invoice for that. $10,000.
No, mate. I'm invoicing you for that praise then.
Oh,
So
yeah, the
$500 invoice has been sent already, brother.
Guys, actually, there's a new app that can actually do all that for like $5 a month. So thanks, Bori.
Thanks, guys. Now, so the next topic of discussion next Friday, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create an AI assistant agent on a platform we already know and love and already using. So, guys, very exciting.
Ooh. So this is like a virtual a PA
Virtual
assistant.
PA. Virtual PA. Connects to everything.
Right.
Connects to everything.
Okay.
And
So-
it's on a system we already know how to use.
Ah.
Oh, mate. So for those that are at capacity or maybe, you know, at that point they need a VA or an assistant, this would be a great session, man. Or maybe they're employing a lot of internal assistants and the bottom line's not very profitable. This could be an incredible session for them.
Yeah. So we'll be
Okay.
releasing it next week. I will be traveling overseas in May, so I'm going to try and knock off as many episodes as I can prior to, whilst I am away for that, guys. So
Hey, boys, did you get that annual leave form? I haven't seen anything. Who signed off on
well,
that?
apparently I'm the CEO,
approves
so
that?
you know what I mean. I can just go whenever I want, right?
That's the best thing about EXP, mate. I always say, I'm going to take a day off. My boss always loves me taking a day off. He said no problems at all.
I remember that time when I started with EXP. I sold so many houses in my first 6 months that I basically took 6 months off, and that's the freedom of EXP.
Love it, boys. All right, fellow alphas. Hope you have an incredibly successful weekend. Have fun tomorrow and this weekend at your open inspections. Above all things, create the vibe for people coming in to see who you are with energy, vibration, happiness, and just be kind. But until next week, we look forward to seeing you on the next weekly Agents Blueprint proudly by the Alpha State of Mind. Next week, Bor is up with AI virtual assistants to help you power your business.